shop.
Well, they have wonderful clothes for expectant mothers nowadays.
Well, I will be sure to give it to you when you're pregnant.
Oh, no. You keep it because you can wear it even after you have your baby.
No way. Are you kidding? After I'm pregnant, I'm going to wear only skin-tight, slinky clothes. That is, if I ever get back my figure.
I see. Well, you look great.
I feel like the blimp who ate Cleveland.
I don't think you've ever looked better. As a matter of fact, I think that hospital trip did you some good.
Well, it did bring Jamie and me a little closer.
Well, no, I'm sure he's relieved the baby is all right.
Well, he was concerned about the mother, too. I mean, he did insist on being here and visiting me every day.
He is a very dedicated doctor.
Oh, I see. So you think the only reason that Jamie would be concerned about me is because he's a doctor, is that it?
No, I just don't want you to... Don't want me to what? Jamie has known that you've been pregnant for a long time. So, he still hasn't made any sort of commitment to you. He will. Do you really think that Jamie won't give up Lisa to be with you?
Jason, I may not be back in time for...
What is this?
Notes.
You still thinking about this partnership venture again?
Yeah, that's right.
With John?
Right again.
I don't know how you can do that. What the guy did to me.
John ended his partnership with you because of what you did to the Coreys.
Where are you going?
I told you I have a meeting with John.
Cancel it.
We have business to discuss.
No, you don't, Charlie.
Did Iris socialize a lot when she lived in New York? Well, there were always people over. I was cleaning up all the time. When's she leaving? I don't know. I thought I got away from her when I left New York, but she keeps turning up like a bad penny.
Anybody special? I mean, you know, men.
Well, Mrs. Wheeler always had the gentleman callers, but nobody that lasted very long, though.
I don't blame them.
I remember this one time she threw a whole box of candy at this poor guy because she said he knew she didn't like cream centers. I was hours cleaning those cream centers off the carpet.
Hello there.
Corey, you had some stuff in the kitchen, right?
No.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Well, did you talk to Amanda yet?
Yes. She said she got some sleep.
Oh, good. Just hope Iris doesn't say anything to upset her.
Rachel, how are you feeling now about Iris being here?
Puzzled, among other things.
What about?
Well, I mean, Mac, we haven't heard from her for years, and then all of a sudden she comes back here in full force.
Yes, well, I now know the answer to that one.
What?
In the midst of all the worry and trouble about Amanda's picture in the paper, I haven't told you.
Well, tell me now.
Iris isn't just my adopted daughter. She showed me the proof last night. She's my natural daughter.
Get out of my way, Jason.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, I heard what you said, but I'm going to pretend I didn't. Now,
I don't want you having anything to do with John Hudson.
Yeah, you said that before.
You can ignore that?
Yeah, pretty much.
How can you do this with John Hudson? The guy...
As I told you, John ended his partnership with you because of what you did to the Coreys.
Oh, I suppose that John Hudson never made a mistake in his life, huh?
What you did was a little more than a mistake, Jason.
I admitted what I did. I'm going to testify against Drew Marston, right?
Only to save your own neck.
I don't believe I'm seeing this. You, the day that you're turning against me. Charlie,
I am not turning against you, Jason.
Charlie, you were the only one that I could ever turn to in the family. You're the only one I can depend on and I can trust.
No, you are not going to make me feel guilty about my friendship with John Hudson.
The real troublemaker is Rachel. Corey, anyway.
Well, it's always somebody else, isn't it, Jason?
Rachel murdered Janice.
Janice was trying to kill Mac.
Oh, you believe that, I suppose, huh?
Let's just forget about the Coreys, okay?
How can I forget about the Coreys? Every time I turn around, there's a Corey trying to do something to a frame. I got a house right now, my own home.
What are you talking about?
Matthew, who knows what he's trying to tell Josie?
Matthew Corey is a very nice young man.
Yeah, he's a Corey. He can't be trusted, and I don't want him having anything more to do with Josie.
You have no right to tell Josie.
This is my home.
Fine. Then Josie and I are moving out of it.
Hold it,
Jason, I've had it.
All right. You can see her.
Josie is my daughter. You don't tell me who she can see or doesn't
Fine, Charlie, fine. But do you have to have some business with the guy?
Jason.
Look, try to see it from my side, okay?
No.
Hi. Did I come at a bad time?
No, Jamie, it's always good to see you. I got an errand to run. Excuse me.
Nothing, Jamie. It's just a little family quarrel.
Well, I'm family.
Well, in this case, pretend you're not.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Oh, Vicky, I didn't mean to hurt you. You meant that Jamie would not leave Lisa for me, right? No, I did not say that. No, I'm not in the habit of chasing after men that aren't interested in me. I know, but Jamie is still with Lisa. He's in an awkward situation. And so are you. I am at the point in my relationship with Jamie where I want it to be. Has he said something? Yes. Well, what? There's a bond between us, a feeling. Yes, but has he said something? Lily, I don't expect you to understand the relationship I have with Jamie. I just don't want you to get your hopes up. Jamie and I are going to be together. Victoria, I'm just worried about you. Don't be. You have problems on your own. So how did your exploratory surgery go? Well, the doctor said it was okay. Well, are you going to be able to have your baby? If I could, I think I would have come running in here and screaming out the good news. I'm sorry. You must hate me. No, I don't hate you. The doctors just aren't sure if Jake could ever father a child. I mean, there isn't anything they can do about it? Well, he could stop missing his appointments. You know, he has been very busy with all this documentary stuff. I know. But if something is really important to you, then you make the time. And I don't know if having a child is really important to Jake. Ron, of course it is. I hope so. Really do. Oh, Marley, it's gonna be okay. Okay.
Iris is your natural daughter?
Yes, and believe me, I'm every bit as surprised and shocked by it as you are.
Mac, you adopted her.
Yes, that's right.
And now she says she's your real daughter.
Yes, she is.
How?
I never told you this before. Before I married my first wife, Sylvia and I had an affair, and then she broke it off.
And she got pregnant?
Yes, she was pregnant, and she didn't ever tell me.
Well, why are you finding out about it all of a sudden now?
3 or 4 weeks ago, when Sylvia was dying, she told Iris everything. And she also gave her this as proof.
So, it lists you as the father. Why didn't Sylvie tell you this?
Because my wife paid her not to.
What?
Yes. she found out somehow that Sylvie was pregnant, she offered an enormous amount of money for her silence and for Iris.
And that's how you came to adopt your own daughter?
Yes, if I'd only known this years ago, it would have saved so much heartache.
Mac, do you really believe this?
Rachel, Sylvie was dying. She had no reason to lie to Iris. And then there's the birth certificate.
Yes, the birth certificate.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Come in, Iris.
I forgot my scarf.
If you two will excuse me, I have some work to do.
Same here. I've got a million things to do.
Iris, do you have a few minutes? Mac has just told me your news. I think we have a lot to talk about.
Rachel, I'd love to talk to you,
You
but
must have really been surprised to find out that you were Mac's real daughter.
Yes, astounded.
After all those years of being so angry with him for telling you that you were adopted.
Look, I was raised to believe I was Mac's daughter. When I found out that I wasn't, naturally, I felt betrayed.
And now, after all that, you find out that you really are his daughter.
Yes,
Don't you think it's odd that Sylvie never mentioned this to you before?
Sylvie was dying. She needed to tell the truth.
Yes, but Sylvie used to live here. You used to know her. You used to spend time with her. Why wouldn't she tell you?
I don't know. Is Amanda around?
She's up with Alexandra. Don't you think it's odd that Sylvie didn't tell you?
Iris, there's somebody here to see you.
Hello, Iris.
Rachel?
Donna?
I was just out in the neighborhood, and I thought I would stop by to see if you would care to have lunch with me today.
Donna, you're interrupting Iris.
I'd love to.
Oh, great.
Iris.
Listen, I believe we have some mutual friends, the Winstons.
The Winstons?
Yeah, the Winstons from Chicago. You know, the advertising.
Oh.
They are a pair.
Iris just came up with the most extraordinary story.
Am I interested?
You like fiction?
Try this. What is it? It's a very special tea. It'll help settle your stomach.
Oh, I'll bet that works. It tastes awful.
Drink.
I don't know what's the matter with me. I've never got seasick on a boat before in my life. Especially not one that's still tied up at the dock.
Probably has something to do with some very deep-seated psychological reason, Mary.
Probably does.
Mm-hmm.
Or else it was the burritos.
The burritos?
Vince was experimenting.
Ah, that's right. Take it out on the old man. All right, now you got me in a good mood. So what's the bad news?
No bad news, no. Well, I mean, it's, you know, maybe could be a little bit better news. I got an evaluation report on Chris.
How's she doing?
Well, there's been progress.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah. She still has an awful long way to go. I hope you realize that.
Yeah, I realize that, sure.
I don't know how anybody can carry that much pain inside them for that long.
I know how she did it.
Anyway, her analyst said that your visits seem to be really helpful.
Well, they helped me, too.
So I hope you are going to go back and see her again.
Sure, of course I will.
Oh, good.
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. It's perfectly all right. I think I should go.
I saw Chris yesterday.
Oh, yes, she told me.
Yeah.
You seem to be very important to her.
Well, she's very important to me. I hope she knows that.
I think she does. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you both. Thank you for sticking with this.
Thanks for dropping by, Mary.
Bye.
I was supposed to come, wasn't I?
Yeah. Come on, sit down.
Listen, I've been thinking that, I think I've got to figure out some way to pay you for building the greenhouse.
Oh, now, Charlene,
because if it isn't built soon, I might as well just forget it. I mean...
What's the matter?
I told you.
Jason's been on your case, hasn't he?
Jason is always grumbling about something.
Yeah, well, I bet he's been doing an awful lot of grumbling about me lately, especially since I called Zach and dissolved the partnership.
Well, I knew you would. Once you heard what he did,
But Jason will probably never understand why I did it.
whatever troubles Jason has, he has brought on himself. And he has no right to tell me that.
What?
He says he doesn't want you coming around the farm anymore.
Oh, yeah? Well, what do you want?
You're my friend, John. I don't want to lose that.
In the hell with Jason.
And I just think that these are the most adorable little outfits that any baby could ever have.
Yeah, they are very adorable, Vicky. On the phone, you said you'd come to a decision.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Vicky?
Oh, I decided to paint the baby's room yellow. What do you think? It would match the outfit?
I think you're having a lot of fun at my expense with this little cat and mouse game. That's what I think.
Oh, of course. Oh, well, you're here to see if I want to invest in frame construction. Is that it?
That's it. On the phone, remember? Have you decided?
Well, you know that I don't want to tie up all my capital in frame construction. How's a $250,000?
$250,000.
Too much?
No. The more you put in, the more you were going to get out. Bigger return on your investment. I brought a contract along. We can fill in the details.
Well, now, that's a coincidence. I happen to have one, too.
Don't you trust me? $250,000. Percentage. Great. I think you're making a very good investment, Vicky.
I think so.
Well, it never hurts to be in partners with the uncle of a certain young gentleman I know.
I don't want your help to get Jamie.
You and I have scratched each other's backs.
I don't want you to scratch my back, and I don't appreciate your insinuations about me and Jamie.
Oh, whatever you want to call it, that's just fine.
I am
okay?
doing this for John.
John Hudson, why?
Well, for one, he's my uncle.
I didn't know that you guys were so close.
I have taken a lot of interest in family matters lately.
Yes.
I don't want him to know about this. I don't want him to know that I'm investing in frame construction.
Why not?
Because he's too proud. Now, I will not give you this until I have your word that you will not tell him about my investment.
I promise. My lips are sealed.
He's always ordering you around.
Jason's my brother.
It doesn't give him any right to talk to you the way he does.
Look, if I put up with a lot from Jason, it's not because I'm afraid to stand up to him.
Then why?
Maybe it's because I see through all that bluster.
What do you see? More bluster?
No, I see someone who always stuck up for his kid sister. Lord knows I needed an ally in my family.
Well, what about your other brothers and sisters?
I didn't get along with most of them. Willis and Janice. I mean, they didn't need me for much. And Jason always stood up for me next to them.
So Jason was the good big brother, huh?
He was to me. My first day of school. My mom was too busy and she couldn't take me, so Jason took me. When I was afraid, Jason would make me laugh. And when he joined the Navy, when he went off and joined the Navy, wherever he was, he sent me a postcard. He always remembered my birthday. And then when Josie and I had no place to go, Jason let us in, let us stay at the farm.
Well, you probably had ulterior motives for that.
Like what?
Well, he had somebody to cook and clean for him.
Oh, yeah. Well, I knew that was part of it.
Listen, Charlene, I want to thank you again for forcing Jason to tell the truth.
Well, I did that as much for Jason as for you. He's done some pretty awful things. And he doesn't stand a prayer if he doesn't own up to them.
But does he know that?
I don't know. But he stood by me when I needed it. And now maybe it's my turn to return the favor.
Oh, thank you. No, Iris. No, I was the one who asked you to lunch.
And this is my way of saying thank you.
Well, as long as you promise you'll have dinner with us one night.
I'd love to.
Oh,
Meet your
good.
little boy, Mickey, is it?
Oh, Mikey.
Sounds adorable.
Oh, he is, believe me.
This is a very good restaurant.
Mm.
I suppose I should have invited Rachel to join us.
I am so glad you didn't.
I thought I noticed a little chill in the air between you.
Well, Rachel and I have had a major disagreement recently.
Oh.
Yes, Victoria, my daughter, and her son, Jamie.
Oh, I'm sorry if it's private. I understand.
No. It's all right. It's just that they used to go together.
Oh, how lovely.
Oh, well, Rachel didn't think it was so lovely. In fact, she's been opposed to the relationship from the very beginning.
Well, I would have thought they're old enough to make up their own minds.
Seems her son is just as inflexible.
Pardon?
Oh, never mind. Oh, listen, this scandal about Amanda, it's terrible, isn't it?
Photograph all over the front page.
Oh, she just must be humiliated.
You know she's staying with Daddy and Rachel to avoid the photographs.
Oh. Well, have you had a chance to talk with her about it?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of disturbing her at a time like this.
Oh, thank you. The things that go on in that family.
Yes, I haven't even met the younger one yet. He must stay out of the way.
Oh, Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's certainly another scandal waiting to happen.
You don't say.
Well, actually, I don't know all the details, but I do know that he's not getting along with his father or Rachel right now.
Oh, poor Daddy.
No, Mac's not his father. Mitch Blake is.
Yes, no, I know that. Another of Rachel's little indiscretions. I hear he's moved back into Bay City.
Yes, he certainly has. In fact, he just recently married someone I used to consider a friend.
Oh, well, she'll be sorry.
Oh, please. I don't want you to think that I'm just telling tales out of school here.
Oh, no, don't be silly. I've been away so long, we'll consider it a history lesson. I have a lot of catching up to do.
True.
Rachel, I know this is a bad time.
Yes, it is a bad time, Caroline.
But I thought you'd like to hear some good news.
What's the good news?
Jason Frame will not be working on the art gallery.
Oh?
Yes, because John Hudson dissolved his partnership with Jason, and I don't think I have to honor the contract.
That is good news.
Yeah. You do realize that I wouldn't have hired him if I'd known there was such problems between you two.
Well, it's settled now. Now all you have to do is concentrate on getting the gallery ready for Sam's show.
Well, actually, I think I should probably pop by and see how his work's going. Is he in the studio?
No, he's upstairs with Amanda. I don't think he should see us talking together.
True. He doesn't know about your loan to the art gallery.
I don't want him to know. I don't want him to get the wrong impression.
Yeah, he's a very proud and talented young man, and I'm sure his show's going to be a success.
So am I.
Anyway, I better be off.
All right.
Hello, Ada. My, we're looking very spiffy today.
Thank you.
What does she want?
Something about the gallery.
You like her?
She's a very competent art dealer.
You don't like her?
I didn't say that.
Seems kind of phony to me, too.
Speaking of phonies,
Iris is bombshell.
I really don't need this right now.
Iris always did have great timing.
This is perfect. We're in the middle of this mess, and then all of a sudden she decides she's Mac's real daughter.
Well, Sylvie didn't lie.
If what Iris says is true, she's been lying for years.
Not when she was dying.
How do we know that Iris even went to see her?
The birth certificate.
The birth certificate could be fake. Iris wants something, and she's found a perfect way of worming her way back into Mac's life.
Well, Sylvie's gone. I mean, you can't prove anything.
I'll not be able to. I'll not be able to find out the truth today.
Well, when Caroline Stafford told me that she was opening an art gallery right here in Bay City, I thought, what a perfect opportunity for Marley. So I told her all about you.
I have never worked in an art gallery, Donna. Honey, you have been in and out of art galleries all your life.
So what else is there to learn? Anyway, Miss Stafford is coming by today to see you.
Oh, I wish you hadn't have done that.
Marley, honey, it should be fun. It would be a wonderful opportunity. I mean, think about all the interesting, wonderful people that you could meet.
The only thing I am interested in doing is having a child with my husband.
Marley, I understand that. All right, sweetheart. Would you please just talk to Caroline when she comes by?
I really don't see the point.
Well, the point is I don't know how to get in touch with her to keep her from coming by.
Well, then I guess I have no choice in the matter, do I?
Oh, good. Good. I'm so relieved. Well, listen, I'm going to have to rush off. I have an appointment with your Uncle John about the house. And I want you to call me and let me know how it goes. Thank you, Mary. Bye-bye. Bye.
I wish you wouldn't interfere like that.
I don't know. I think working on art gallery sounds like a lot of fun.
Not half as much fun as having a child, Mary.
That may take some time, sweetheart.
So you're taking her side, huh?
I just don't see the harm in keeping busy. It might help with the waiting.
So, you really think I should
Take the job. I took a look into those boxes of books that you moved in here. Awful lot of art books in there.
She cannot stop me from wanting to have a child.
She doesn't want to. Everyone knows how much you want a child. But you can't not have a life while you're waiting. You should have something wonderful to do. You should spend lots of time with Jake. You must go on living.
Mary, I don't intend to stop living. I just want a child.
Jamie?
Iris! And they told me you were back. How are you?
Surprise, surprise.
Don't you look wonderful?
Oh, thank you. And look at you. Oh, all grown up.
Yeah.
They tell me you're a doctor now.
Mm-hmm. That I am.
Well, I hope you're not leaving. We've got so much to talk about.
Well, I just came by to see Amanda.
Oh, gee, isn't that horrible? I mean, all the photographs.
Yes, it is. So how's Dennis?
Oh, he's wonderful.
Is he married now?
Oh, no, thank heavens. Paige Marshall was enough.
Uh-huh. Well, listen, when you talk to him, tell him that I said hello, okay?
Mm-hmm. Oh, please don't go. Come on, we've got such a lot to talk about.
Well, I really can't because I promised Amanda that I picked some things up of hers, her apartment.
You'll be back?
Yes, later. Huh?
Well, I hope I'm here.
So they've been keeping you busy since you've been back?
Oh, yeah. You know, I've been seeing lots of old friends and having lunch with new ones. In fact, I just had a lovely lunch with Donna Hudson.
Oh. Well, I suppose she told you everything.
I'd like to hear your point of view.
My point of view.
Mm-hmm. She told me about you and Vicky.
She wants me to marry Vicky.
Well, I'm not surprised. You're a great touch.
But I'm not going to. I've accepted my responsibility for the baby, of course. But I can't marry Vicky. I'm in love with someone else. Her name's Lisa Grady. She's the only one I intend to marry.
Shades of your father.
In a way.
Well, just don't do what he did. Burdening himself with someone who was already pregnant.
If you're referring to my mother, Iris.
I thought I heard voices out here. What are you two doing outside? Come on in.
I was just leaving, Matt.
Oh, stay and catch up with things.
No, I'd rather not. Thank you.
So, what do you think of Jamie after all these years?
Fascinating. Then I'm beginning to think a lot of Rachel's children are fascinating.
What do you know about this birth certificate that Iris is waving around?
I told you nothing.
Vivian, that's impossible. You worked for her for years.
I don't want to get involved.
She would kill me if she knew. If she knew what?
Nothing, 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 nothing.
I'm certainly very disappointed in you, Vivian.
You are?
Mac and I have really helped you, you know.
I know.
I mean, we took you in, we gave you a job.
You're making me feel guilty.
Well, the least you can do is help us. I found some letters. Where? In a locked drawer. You see now why she would kill me? Tell me about the letters. They were from Miss Kozlov. That's Mrs. Wheeler's mom. Yes, I know, Sylvie.
So, what was in the letters? Tell me what was in them. They were all about how Mr. Corey's first wife gave Miss Kozloff a real lot of money and took Mrs. Wheeler. And Mrs. Wheeler is the real live daughter of Mr. Corey, and there was the birth certificate. So it is true, then. I go now.
Hello, Vivian.
Such a funny little creature. Excuse me. I'm going to go and change.
Something bothering Vivian?
Something is bothering me, Mac. I think we better talk.
What is it, Rachel?
Did you believe Iris when she told you that she was your real daughter?
Yes?
You had no doubts at all?
Why? Don't you believe her?
I had my doubts.
Had? What changed your mind?
Vivian.
Vivian?
Vivian is too guileless to lie. Why didn't you tell me about this affair with Sylvie?
Oh, Rachel, it all happened so many years ago. I was young. I hadn't even married. I don't even like to think about those years anymore. Rachel, I married my first wife because she was extraordinarily beautiful woman and because she had a tinkling laugh. The honeymoon wasn't over before I realized I didn't know her at all.
She stopped laughing?
We came from entirely different worlds. She married me because I was somebody, or she thought I was.
Well, people could say the same about us. We come from very different worlds.
Yes, but you loved me. She confused her desperate need for somebody with love. She soon came to resent me, even, simply because she felt she couldn't exist without me. And yet, maybe partly because she couldn't have children of her own, she seemed to be pushing me away further and further.
Did she know about the affair?
Well, obviously she learned about it since she paid Sylvie to keep quiet about Iris. I can remember the day someone brought Iris to her. I looked at my wife, and I thought, that tiny baby is entering a very cold house.
But you stayed with her.
Yes, eventually for Iris.
You still love her very much, don't you?
Rachel, inside that compulsive, headstrong woman, I can still see that tiny little baby girl who needed me so much then.
That's what's worrying me. She still needs you.
Rachel, we have now what I only pretended to have all those years. All the trouble we've been through these past few months, none of it has come between us. We have a good home. We have a generous family life that's just filled with love. And that's because of the way you and I feel about each other.
I think so, too.
I've been hoping that maybe that love is strong enough and maybe it's big enough to just share it with Iris. Maybe she can finally have a family, too.
That's where I disagree. That's just not possible, and it has nothing to do with you.
What is it, then?
It's me. Iris has come back here now that she knows she's your daughter. She has decided that I'm not a fit wife for you.
I thought Vince said you were doing the taxes.
He lied. I did the first and the third, and he gets to do the second and the last.
Thanks a lot. You know who really does them, don't you?
Moi. No kidding.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Caroline Stafford. I'm looking for Molly Hudson.
Oh, yes, Donna said to expect you. Please come in.
Thanks. We meet again.
Well, what do you know?
Marley's upstairs. I'll get her.
Well, are you staying in Bay City?
For a little while.
You're doing a lot of work with the Coreys, I see.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate to meet Rachel.
How'd you meet her?
You know what it's like in the art world. I mean, everyone meets everyone eventually.
Yeah. They have a reason.
Miss Hudson.
Mrs. McKinnon, I'm married.
Oh, your mother didn't tell me that.
She neglected to tell you a lot of things, and I'm afraid we've wasted your time.
But you do have a background in art.
Well, I've taken a couple of art history courses, yes.
Well, that's more of a background than I had.
What type of artist do you represent?
Van Panzer, Riot.
Oh, she is wonderful.
You know her work, then?
Well, I saw her first exhibition in California a few years ago.
Ah.
Very innovative.
Well, some people even say quite outrageous.
Oh, well, they said that about Brock, too, now, didn't they?
That's true. Look, I really need someone like you in my art gallery.
Well,
Look, even if you wanted to come in part-time until you're absolutely certain,
I guess it couldn't hurt.
you might take the job.
I'll take it.
Fantastic. That's great.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling much better. Want to take my blood pressure?
You know I do.
Oh, of course.
So where's Bridget?
She's out doing the grocery shopping.
Oh.
Hey, how's Amanda doing?
How's Amanda doing? Not very well.
Oh, shoot. You know, I saw those pictures, and I tried to call her, but whoever it was that answered the phone said that she wasn't around.
Yes, well, we've been instructed to say that in case it's reporters who call, you know?
Oh, isn't that unbelievable that reporters would call?
Yeah.
They can be such a pain in the neck. It's, and the last person I would want the reporters to talk to would be Amanda. I just don't want her to go through anything more than she's already been through, and especially with Drew. Oh,
Good.
gosh, sure.
Your pressure's still down.
Oh, great. Well, thanks for coming by.
Well, I told you I would.
Well, I wanted to tell you something.
I hope it's not serious.
No, well, I invested in Frame Construction.
What?
Well, I knew they weren't doing too well financially, and so I decided to invest some of my money.
But why?
Well, because of Uncle John, for one. I want him to succeed, but also for our baby.
You mean as an investment?
Yeah, well, you never know. Uncle John could be the next Donald Trump of Bay City, and then our baby could inherit, I don't know, a multi-million-dollar company.
Well, let's hope so.
I just want you to know that I didn't do this as a trick.
What do you mean?
Well, I know Jason is your uncle. I also know that I cannot buy your affection, Dr. Frame.
Well, I appreciate your letting me know that.
So, you think it's a good investment?
Yes, I do.
Great.
Listen, I better go.
Wait a second. I've got a present for you. Just a little something, but I know I can't give it to you, so if you... Thanks for coming by.
Oh, you gotta see this. Isn't this just the most gorgeous house you've ever seen?
Well, it's certainly the biggest, Mom.
An awful lot of room for a little boy to play in.
Oh, yes. And room for your baby, too. Look over here. There's an extra bedroom for you.
So when we come to visit, huh?
Well, actually, I was hoping you might move in.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Right.
So, come on, Uncle John, what's this?
That's Mikey's nursery.
Listen, honey, have you got some more juice or something?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, great.
Look at over here. The vaulted ceilings. It'll be very, very spacious in the living room.
But it was huge.
Yeah. And a good fireplace. Besides that.
Incredible.
Victoria, how could you? No, you're giving Jason Frame money?
Thank you. I didn't want Uncle John to know.
You know what?
I can't believe this. This is an agreement between Victoria and Jason Frame. Look at this.
Jason told me the company needed money, and I wanted to help you out, and I thought it was a good investment.
So you gave Jason Frame $250,000?
It's your company.
It's not my company.
What?
I dissolved my partnership with Jason.
Oh. Dinner will be ready in a few minutes. Hope you're hungry. I made all your favorites.
Where'd you go this afternoon?
told you. I had a meeting with John.
Yeah, where was this meeting?
On his boat.
This thing's a little strange, having a meeting on John's boat.
Well, you don't want him coming around here.
Yeah, well, you got that much straight.
Look, I'm sorry about what happened between you and John, but you can't be surprised that he couldn't...
I don't want to talk about it, all right? It's just, I mean, it's strange. He's pulling some kind of joke on us all.
What are you mumbling about, Jason?
He dissolves my partnership. Now he's starting a new partnership with, you know, it's a little weird.
No, I don't.
Well, think about it.
He's building me a greenhouse. Big deal.
John Hudson.
I probably know John a lot better than you do.
What?
As a friend.
Oh, well, you be sure you keep it that way.
Jason, sometimes I hate the way your mind works.
I don't understand you doing this with a guy who has stabbed me in the back.
I know that's how you see it, Jason. But don't ask me to give up my friendship with John because I won't. Now let's just change the subject, okay?
Oh, hello, darling.
Daddy, that's for you.
What is this for?
Well, don't you like it?
Well, it's fabulous, but
And you're fabulous. That's why I gave it to you. So thank you.
what for?
For being so sweet to me while I've been here.
Iris, you don't have to give me presents for trying to be a good father to you.
But I want to. And this is for you, Rachel.
For me?
Yes. For making me feel so comfortable in Daddy's home. Well, open it.
Wow.
Beautiful. Oh, come on, let me help you with it. What do you think, Max?
Sensational.
Thank you, Lara. Well, thank you for keeping the past the past.
Well served. Looks pretty good, too.
Daddy, will you escort me in?
Yes, of course.
Wally Kurth spends the day with a soap star. One Day With, every Saturday night at 6:30. Part of the Saturday Six-Pack.